I'm not a 3D artist, but last year my friends challenged me to learn Blender in order to model their lightsabers in 3D. Last time we had some interesting ideas, but now we have even more questionable lightsabers to go through today. Let's go.
I have created lightsaber boots. They are super cool. The only problem is they happen to create lines of burnt metal wherever you walk.
So you can't turn them off.
No, there's no off button. They're always on.
Wait, Ryan, can you install like thrusters on the bottom so you can fly as well?
The bottom of the feet are open for modifications like thrusters. So you could have one boot that has a lightsaber going at the back and one going at the front, and just like jump in the air and spin around and become a helicopter of death.
As is tradition when starting any Blender project, step 1, annihilate the cube. Then we can place a cube and start editing it. Starting out, I stretched it out a little bit so we can get a working base, and then I added some loop cuts so we can edit it in a little more detail later. Over here is where the boot hole is going to be, so let's go ahead and extend that upward. Okay, maybe it's a little too skinny. It's vaguely shoe-like now. I extended the front a little bit to make the end more sharp, but at this point I needed to look at more references of real boots so I can get ideas flowing. Once I realized I needed a bottom to this boot, I began to cut out the outer sole. But of course, before doing that, I got distracted and thought we need color now. Going to try out gray and black just like Ryan's drawing. Let's add a little more room for the grippers. The plan for the front here is for a little slit that the lightsaber blade will come out of. Oops, good as new. Time to see it with a temporary lightsaber blade. Nice and pointy to match the shoe. Time to make it glow. First, I'll head into the materials tab and make it an emission. Red, of course, and apply strength 30, turn these settings on, and boom, lightsaber. At this point in the project, it's about time to start adding some detail. So I duplicated this ring on the shaft to create some kind of futuristic straps. It's looking a lot better now. I changed my mind, maybe the boot looks better shorter. And let's extrude these front edges here to make a proper way for the blade. I also extruded the top here to give some depth into the boot. Ryan's drawing also included circles on the side, so these could perhaps be some kind of buttons. I completely got sidetracked and I forgot to finish the bottom. So a few subdivisions and one vertical extrude later, we had something resembling the bottom of a boot. Same goes for the front. Still looks a little off for some reason, let's try something. Now we're cooking. Some straps in the front here for more detail. And the lightsaber's still looking a little stubby, so let's stretch it out some. Cool, I actually think it's almost done. After a lot of little adjustments, we now arrive at the finished product. I finished your lightsaber for round 2.
Ooh, I don't think I can last that long. My body is ready. Yo!
Ba-bam!
Ball kicker shoes!
We got some nice swag, futuristic metal boots.
Holy fuck.
They taste like steel.
I imagine they would.
And it's got the built-in killer blades.
That's sick.
And they literally come out of a little slit in the front because it's an assassin's tool. So,
it's like that dude that put the chips in his shoe.
I mean, think about it. You gotta watch out. Next time, you're like at a Denny's getting a like maple syrup put job under the table.
She might be wearing these. Oh, you even added like padding for the heel.
Yeah, it's all super metallic. There's a big grip here. Slope. Then
Nice.
super stealthy for the blades. These buttons are just futuristic buttons that serve whatever purpose.
Venting on the back.
Yes, there is venting on the back for machinery inside because you don't want your toe to overheat. Yeah, here's the drawing compared to the real deal. What are your thoughts?
They look almost identical.
You want to see someone wearing this?
Yeah.
I think it gives a better idea of what these things are really capable of. So give me a second.
Milk me, Disney. Milk me for all that I'm worth. After he got boiled by lava, they sure did take a few liberties in reconstructing his body.
They rebuilt Anakin as a cow. Ryan, if I were to get a rating for how my design came out, what would you say?
Deep fried cashews.
Have you ever wondered if there are Jedi ninjas?
Please. Oh, are those lightsaber shuriken?
No, something much worse. Shuriken has points everywhere. This literally just has 4 points, but because you're a Jedi, you just spin it rapidly. and just hope the thing that hits it is the lightsaber and not the hilt.
Isn't that sort of like a variation of the Inquisitors from Rebels?
This is where
No,
they came from.
the Inquisitors have stupid helicopter lightsabers.
This is literally designed to be thrown.
Oh, okay.
Instead of flying around with it, no, these are literally like tiny little things that you can only hook 2 fingers on and just chuck it.
Since they're shaped like balls, I think my Kirby would chop them in half.
I'd say that's several million credits in hopes and prayers.
Yeah.
After murdering the cube, I added a tortoise to use as a base. Once I shaped it, I slammed 4 lightsabers right into it. Nice, let's make it glow. And I forgot to shape the edges. Once I got the shape down, I had to replace the other 3 lightsabers. Again, the donut hole was a little too big. I also added some gray here to make the middle and edges stand out a little bit more. I deleted this poor little vertice to make room for my lightsaber emitter that no one is going to see. It's so hidden. And it is mostly done. Very simple drawing to go off of, but it could be a little cooler. Thinking of the Shuriken theme, it seemed only fitting to add spikes. So I did, by selecting every other vertice and scaling them outwards. Looking sharp. After giving the Shuriken some friends, it seemed like everything was set. And maybe something a little extra. Ready to get started?
I'm ready. I'm ready to see Forgotten Child #1. Oh fuck. Wait.
Boom. Ba-ba-bum.
I don't even. What did I create?
Wait for it. Wob.
What the fuck? Why is it sharp?
This is what you drew for me to work with.
It looks more like. You know those robots from The Incredibles?
Oh my god.
That literally just looks like those robots T-posing.
Dude, this is the drawing you left me with to work towards. The lightsaber shuriken with the 4 distinct points instead of a lightsaber edge.
I have just made the shittiest design.
I mean, the fractal lightsaber was iconic. Alright, let's be honest here. But yeah, so this one I added 4 because, well, anyway, so this one's spinning. It's kind of cool. There is motion blur on it, but you can't see it unless you render out a scene. So we got a nice lightsaber shuriken. I added sharp edges for extra impact and sticking power. Like if you hit someone with it, it's gonna stick into their skin and the lightsaber is gonna be burning. Probably would hurt.
Did I create any lightsabers that were actually holdable?
I mean, technically yes. You can hold this. It's like it's like a shuriken.
Oh, okay.
You can hold it, and then also to activate it. Wait, I haven't thought that far.
I guess it's another thing you use the Force for.
Yeah. You just have to use the Force to activate it, and so this way, mid-flight, it can come at you like.
Honestly, it's a decent weapon because you just throw the shuriken and they don't know it's a lightsaber. They can be cocky and dodge it close, and then they get their head cut off.
Or you can more or less use this the same as the fractal lightsaber, except it's easier to use, and it's like it can be like a concealed weapon. Anyways, so you want to see this thing in action?
Yes.
All right, so let's say hypothetically, you're having a nice night on the town. You know, you're just walking it up. You're enjoying yourself, having a good time. Here you hitting it with the sleigh walk as always. But there's one problem about your night on the town. There are assassins. There are assassins everywhere waiting for you, waiting for your demise.
Hey, I'm just proud that a mage endorses my product. That's all.
So, unknowingly, you're walking into danger. They want you dead.
Most people do.
You'd be walking along, but then suddenly...
I wasn't expecting that so quick. Okay.
And that is how you beat your demise. This is why these things are actually pretty smart. Like, they're just like shurikens, but slightly more effective.
It's the vending machine. The vending machine gets me the entire time.
I knew it would. Yeah, Matt, I'm actually proud. You created something very usable, very, like, I guess,
You say that like that is.
You created something very practical and that you could definitely use in the Star Wars universe and not get completely laughed at. I accidentally made a JoJo reference. This is the vending machine.
The vending machine. It's just that's amazing.
I love this. Yeah.
Watching.
So, do you have any concluding thoughts that you'd like to say?
This is a 10 out of 10 just because surprisingly I made something usable.
Yeah, like
I am generally baffled that I made something that kind of makes sense.
right?
This really is the middle child of my lightsaber creations. It's actually competent, but I still forgot about him anyway.
First of all, unlike Cooper's drawing, this is an Among Us. He is holding the pristine, floppy lightsaber. Now, it might just look like a pickaxe, but I can guarantee
That's
you,
not what I'm getting.
it's kind of like a pickaxe. You could technically use it like that since it's a lightsaber.
How
But
else
the
can I
problem
use this
is-
pickaxe?
It's a bit floppy. It has some functioning.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So it's like
Wait,
a
a functioning what?
7-liter. It has alternative uses, you know, because you're running low on. Feeling
what?
sussy, you know, like.
Anakin, you're home early.
I love you もろくに言わない口下手でほんまに不器用なのにどうして